Hey guys, this is Josh Chamberlain, and I'm the J behind JT. JT is a tea shop here on Friendly Street in Eugene, Oregon, and we specialize in high mountain tea, oolong tea from Taiwan, pu'er tea, high-end tea, really high quality tea basically. Something I'm passionate about, and I've been sourcing tea directly from Taiwan for over 10 years now. And I started when I was living in Taiwan. I lived in Taiwan for 6 years, and so in that process I started falling in love with the Taiwan oolong tea, as well as going to tea farms and starting to establish relationships with tea producers and tea experts. Then at that time in my life I acquired several tea teachers who guided me and helped me understand all the nuanced aspects of tea, and it's still a learning process. And so today, from the inner tea room, I'm gonna introduce 3 kinds of oolong.
That's a magic number.
So oolong is a broad range of tea, and we like to say that oolong is the range of tea between green and black tea. So if green tea is on one end of the spectrum, and then we have black tea on the other end, then oolong is really everything in between. And so it's quite a range of different flavors, aroma, and mouthfeel, and sort of physical sensation that can be a result of these various oolong teas. So it's a fascinating category, but what we'll do is we'll just address 3 teas per episode. In today's episode, we're featuring 3 amazing high mountain green oolong teas. So these are oolongs that are on the less oxidized side, so they're closer to green tea. If you oxidize the oolong more, it could be closer. If it goes all the way over here, it's going to be closer to black tea. So this would be more like a Eastern Beauty. These are vacuum sealed packs of tea, and this is what we do is we have a vacuum sealer here. So when we get the tea in, and whatever sizes it comes in, at JT here, we'll break it down into 1 ounce package sizes, and then quarter pounds or other various sizes. And that's so that people can, it's a pretty small pack of tea, but in fact, this tea expands so much that this tea will actually make about 14 servings of tea. And it can even make more or less depending on how you brew the tea. So we're gonna talk about that as well. But this is really pretty famous tea area in Taiwan. And then we're gonna go from here. This is considered high mountain tea. High mountain tea in Taiwan by definition is anything that's grown over 1,000 meters. So this is grown around 1,600 meters plus or minus. And then we've got Shan. This is gonna be higher in elevation. This is typically around 2,000, 2,200 meters, somewhere around there. And this is, Shan in Chinese means pear mountain. And pear mountain is super awesome and super famous high mountain tea region in Taiwan. One of the things that's super cool about this, where it's located, is it's a good amount away from the ocean. So, and it's very pure in nature, and there's a huge amount of shale in this area. So this terroir creates a tea, and not only tea, but this area is famous for even its fruits and vegetables that are grown on Pear Mountain. It's one of the ideal farming mountains in Taiwan. These mountains are very high up, and I mean, I've even been in this type of mountains and gotten a sense of vertigo, because you get up in these sort of high terrain areas and everything's different. Now Huagang is known as the highest area of the Lishan mountain range. So this is more around 2,400 meters, and this is an exceptional tea as well. So these are the 3 teas we'll be brewing today. Is the Mount Ali, the Ali Shan 17, the Lishan 17, as well as the Huagang. And the Huagang is from the spring of 2016. So now we have the 3 vacuum sealed packages labeled and ready for you guys so we can send to you. And here's This is 3 grams of the Shan 17. Here's 3 grams of the Huagong. And this is 3 grams of the Shan 17. So these are all really tightly rolled oolong teas, green high mountain oolong tea from Taiwan.
Okay, well, luckily, I mean, it's a good thing, but there's customers out in the front. I was gonna brew tea out there for you guys, but today we're gonna be brewing tea in my office. And so we'll be brewing it right over here, right there. This is some horses and a wood slab that act as a table for now. And then we have the brew setup, and I'm going to take the camera over there, so we're going to get all situated over there. But this office is a work in progress, and it's my hope that, you know, at some time it'll be available for people to experience tea and have a traditional tea service and some fun drinking tea here. So anyway, I'm going to move the camera over to that side of the room, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I managed to move the camera to this side of the room, and now I have I'm about to implement a so I'm just trying to get comfortable here because I'm actually squatting on a file cabinet in order to try and take up some of this dead space up here that is part of this composition flaw in this shot. And maybe if I just move my hand like this for a little while, it will alleviate that boredom that is in that area. This is one of the techniques that I learned on my online film school that I've been putting myself through by watching other vloggers and that type of thing. So I'm trying to learn how to, you know, make these videos a little bit better. But this is another technique here. I was hoping I could just push a button, but what instead we'll do is so I literally just pushed I had to stop recording, and then I pushed the flip the screen around button without even having to move the camera. So that's gives you another idea of where the camera is situated here in this particular shot. Now we're gonna see if that's probably gonna make it two, and now I'm gonna just heat and rinse these. This set is made by a manufacturer of teaware in Taiwan called Cao Tang, or Grass Hall. I'm not sure if that's the best translation of it, but these typically are made out of porcelain, and then they're white, and they're used for cupping and evaluating tea. And 3 grams is a standard that for in this type of cupping. What we're gonna use typically the standard would be they would use 3 grams of tea and steep it for 5 minutes, or you could use 5 grams of tea and steep it for 3 minutes. And we'll set the timer for 5 minutes. This one's in Chinese because I got it in Taiwan, and the battery's almost out. Let's see, we've gone about a minute here, so I'm gonna set this timer for 3 minutes. Start. Now these are hot. Let's take a look at these leaves. And what I'm going to try and show you guys here is what they call the teeth of the leaf. And the teeth are these ridges on the side here. And so what happens is, one of the things that the ideal tea will have is it will grow slower than a less ideal tea. And one of the ways you can tell how fast a tea leaf grew is by the size of the teeth. The smaller the teeth, the quicker it grew. The bigger the teeth, the slower it grew. So here's some teeth size, and this is the Shan. This is respectable, really nice ridges there, big leaf. This is hand-picked tea, all three of these are. Next one, this is here we go with the Shan, and we can see that this teeth is a bit bigger. I don't know if you guys can see that here. I shouldn't have moved that other big one because we could compare it, but let's see here. And then this is the Oolong. The way I look at stuff like this is if I'm evaluating these three teas based on this 3 soup color and the clarity and the color and the consistency, as well as the crumbs, sediment, so to speak, then I'm just using it as a point of reference, as something sort of to take to consideration. I love that initial green, but then it has that cinnamony characteristic that I often associate with Shan. I always think of Shan, oolong, or the ones I like the most anyway, have a really kind of crisp apple pie kind of flavor to them. And this is my own association, so I don't expect it to make sense to everyone, but it's definitely a good batch of Shan. Delicious. Oh. And then this is fun because we're going up the mountains. We're going higher in elevation now. And this tea, it's like Sly and the Family Stone. Each tea is just going to get us higher and higher. As we're transported to the mountains where these teas were grown. Okay guys, I'm back to with my hat on for continuity. I'm really happy that you guys chose to watch this video, and you know, we are working on learning how to do really cool tea videos for you guys, because we want everybody to be able to really understand tea and incorporate tea in their everyday life. So it's my hope that these videos will inspire people. And also, one of the other really cool aspects I'm super excited about making these tea videos that I plan to make on a regular basis. I haven't decided the schedule because I'm kind of like having a hard time committing to that, but I know I've left the real hardcore video fans waiting too long, and so I plan to make videos on a more frequent basis, I can tell you that. And so this was the first of a series called 3 Oolongs, and we're going to continue brewing 3 Oolongs and showing you the variations in oolong. There's a wide range of tea in just that one category, so it's super exciting. And like I was trying to say, or starting to say, is that the really cool thing that I'm excited about making these videos is that it will help us tell you guys about our story, what it is, you know, JT does, and how we do it, and all the fun things we get into, as well as some of the challenges that we face. And you know, we really hope to inspire people to try things with tea, try new things, brew tea in new ways, and learn about the different ways to brew tea.